Viewers, welcome to this reading. This coffee cup reading is for all Gemini and it's for the month of May, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. This is about different areas of your life, my dear Gemini, everything you need to know and what the heavens, the universe, whatever they want to let you know, it's all going to be here, different aspects. Your coffee cup looks magnificent. In fact, it's just, there's so much going on. I was looking at it and there's just a lot of magical situations happening here. I will go through it thoroughly with you. In the meantime, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Thank you all for being here and gratitude for all your support. And I want to sincerely give you my best wishes and regards. My dear Gemini, for those of you who are new to the channel and to the coffee cup, or either one, I want you to be mindful that prior to it, I meditate and I'm given information I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you at the end of this reading. So stay tuned for that. Glasses on and let us begin. Okay, let's have a look at this. Already I'm seeing something really incredible. I just want to see what is it all about. Right. Yes, I see there is a spiritual something happening here. A spiritual being taking care of situations, but also I feel like with a lot of perseverance, you are overcoming a lot of problems and there is support. Somebody's supporting you, someone very powerful actually is supporting you. There may be a situation that where you're taking a stand and putting your foot down, fighting for your rights in reference to something to do with excessive, maybe intimacy, too many sex issues, problems with intimacy, maybe too much concern about sexual matters. There's a lot of that, but you're putting your foot down. I'm fighting for your rights. It's as though you're saying, no, I've put up, I want to get over this. I don't want to deal with this. Or maybe you're setting boundaries. There's something like that. There is good advice coming to you from someone very wise, but I'm seeing you've had sleepless nights. You are having sleepless nights. There is worry. There is concern. There is a part of you. You don't want to feel abandoned. You don't want to lose someone. I just feel like this majestic creature here, this powerful being, is like showing that you are not seeing something that is going to happen later on. There is some magnificent situation opening up for you from both areas of your life. Like two great windows are opening, two major transformations. They're going to transform your life from where you are now, where you're feeling let down. That's what it is. You're feeling let down in a way. And you're regretting. Maybe you're regretting your past actions. Whatever you do, don't give in to... Don't give in. Stick to your guns, because I feel like your focus is on commitment and the future. And maybe you're dealing with someone who isn't that much into the future and more. They're not committed as much as you'd like them to be committed. There could be something like that. So maybe that's why you feel like you've been let down. There is that happening, that feeling of being let down. You're clearing some energy, and that energy is going to help to uplift your relationships to the next level. I do feel like some of you are dealing with the Chinese year of the rabbit here, very strong. You are on the defensive side, that's for sure. But you have got all the advantage, and eventually you will win. So stay strong, and you are an authority, and that's what matters. And you have got support all the way. It seems like to me there is a karmic chapter that's ending. It was a karmic situation. You had to learn from each other. There was a lot of teaching, a lot of learning, but then it is coming to an end. It is karmic, and it's coming to an end. You are absolutely cared for by these angelic beings that are around you. You're really cared for by the universe if you don't believe in angels. And I feel like you're on your way to success. That's for sure. You might be having some financial difficulties, and that's making you really it might be undermining your faith in yourself, but you're moving forward despite of all the challenges, and that's very important. I see that you're feeling something is not right. There's something that you don't feel very happy about. You feel like something is off, something is not quite right. But I really feel that this is just a matter of time. It's coming all to an end, and you're having a lot of clarity. There's a deep friendship with someone really nice. A very strong, deep friendship with someone that you want to spend time with, that you're going out with. I don't know if it's the same sex or different sex. It looks like a friend, a very good friend. I see public venues, you're planning, you're going places, getting together, meeting up, doing things, getting together. Is like some of you could be dating, some of you could be just going outdoors or planning, planning to do things, outings. There's a lot of adventure, a lot of action. There's like, it's showing to me like, get ready for this new horizon, a new lifestyle that's going to be really, there's a lot of outgoing situations. Some of you are taking vacations with these people, traveling. You're having fun. You want to go out there and have fun, and you're having fun. You're going out and having fun. You're going places and doing things that you weren't doing before. Some of you are traveling. Some of you are considering traveling overseas even. There's trips and a lot. There's airplanes being thought about, like catching an airplane. There's a lot of different adventure, different fun that you're having now that you hadn't for some time maybe. Right now, let me see the next chapter, which is section here. Financial growth is coming. A lot of hard work. Something is coming to fruition that's going to give you a lot of abundance. There's stability. Some of you could be getting into a business, family business, starting a new concept, a new situation, a new enterprise, stepping into something really new. Some of you are starting families at the same time, because this is like, I see a crib and a child, and that could be also either a new start, thinking of conceptions, starting a family, thinking of starting a family, but also it is about a lot of growth, because I'm seeing a lot of abundance and I'm seeing financial growth. So both for different Geminis will be going through this in a different way. It is time for success. You will see that your knowledge is going to empower you, and so is your effort. And you deserve all the rewards that are coming, and there are a lot of rewards on their way to you. Indecision is going to change by new strategies that you're going to be using, new ideas, implementing new ideas that's giving you also freedom. You're overcoming challenges, and you are very, very, You're very clear now. You see clearly what needs to be done. Where before you couldn't see, like in the past, you couldn't see where you're at or what to do next. But now you're so empowered with clarity. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're getting to understand everything on a very high level, like on a big scope. In a way, you feel as though you and this person are not being quite honest with each other. Maybe you're both trying to avoid to express yourselves so that there won't be any arguments, and you're trying to prevent arguments. But I do see somebody watching you, or you watching someone on social media. Someone's chasing somebody. It's a way to stay close, maybe to find out more about that person. Somebody is researching. That is connected to number 10 also. So that could be happening within, or maybe it's been going on for some time. It's going to be discovered. It's part of that karmic situation, that learning about the changes that you have to implement in your relationships to have more trust, to be more open. But I know it's easily said that a lot of people can't be honest, because a lot of situations can't be accepted by the other party. Not everyone can be honest and open. Don't back down from opposition when you are opposing a situation or fighting for your rights. Show your strength and your fortitude, and put your foot down and fight for what you believe in. I do again see that there is a new passage. There's a detour. Whatever you were planning. Oh my God. I went into it so deep that I forgot. I forgot that the section was going into this. Anyway, detour. Oh my God, this happened when I said a detour. So I saw a lighthouse at a detour, and that tells me that whatever you were planning, whatever you were heading, it's changing. There's a detour. You're navigating a lot of obstacles and taking a course of action that is absolutely different than what you had anticipated or planned in the past. Tactfulness is needed, diplomacy is needed, but you're freeing yourself from a major hurdle. Even though you're indulging yourself in your ambition, hard work, but you'll see that you're shining, you're becoming powerful, you're becoming confident. Be generous, because I feel like generosity is on its way to you. You're achieving so much success, so much happiness. Be open to your feelings and the way you feel. I feel truly that there is a new concept or new person entering your life, or a new opportunity. It could also be a new child. There is a precious gift that's going to give you emotional fulfillment in every way, in every area of your life: work, money, love, everything. But you need to be very... Actually, you don't need to be. You are going to be empowered. I see a lot of power. In fact, it is so strong that you're able to see things, maybe even in your dreams, becoming very wise, having faith in yourself, and removing obstacles very easily. So a new concept, a new idea. And I see a new romance. There's a beautiful rose here, and a rose always is connected to romance. Romance is in the air. You could be meeting someone. And guess what? Timing, November. You're finally going to realize that you like someone. Maybe you haven't met them and now you think, what is she talking about? But you are going to meet someone, and I see November there. This is romance. This has nothing to do with business. This is to do with romance, because it's a rose with a love heart around it. So romance in the air, November, connected to November. It could be in November 2026 that you might meet someone, and then you become friends, and then you realize this was the one. November, you get to know this is the person I want. And it's coming to you as a reward for all that you have gone through. And also, it could be someone that is born in November, like Scorpio, Sagittarius. I see a lot of rewards. I see a lot of fulfilled dreams happening here. A lot of dreams being fulfilled. A beautiful new chapter begins. The change that you're making is going to give you unconditional love, which is absolutely beautiful. You're clearing all that. You're clearing a lot, and you're opening your hearts. Whether it's happening to the person that you're with now, there is unconditional love, and there's a lot of rewards coming. Something big is happening that's making all this happen. It could be the lack you were feeling, feeling unhappiness. Some of you, although looks like that you're grieving the loss of someone, but others, I see that you're trying to fulfill that lack by being yourself and fighting for what you believe in. A lot of strategies I see, and these strategies are making you think things through, and then set these strategies and boundaries, and you're doing well. I do see money is coming slowly. Progress is doing well. For the long term, things are becoming much better. I also see justice prevailing for you, doing quite well. I see a lot of rewards and a lot of expansion in your life. Major expanding contracts, new contracts perhaps. Some of you are learning a new situation as you go. You're doing well. There's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of writing. Some of you could be taking classes. Some of you may be needing lawyers. It might be a situation where you might need a lawyer to do with something, or an insurance situation, a car problem. There could be something like that, but it might be to do with work, or transport or travel. You'll be shown the way what to do and what the best course of action is. There's freedom. There's Chinese year of the horse here, very strong. There could be a small trip, a small journey. Some of you are needing business tools, thinking of buying something, a new business, a new way, a new something, bringing a new something in your home and your business. Some of you could be doing something food related. Some of you may be needing more money for something that you want to expand in your house, renovate, or buy a business, or get more items for your business. So there is a lot of that happening. But I do see that you're seeing things clearly. Don't let pride stand in your way, although sometimes pride is important when you have self-love, that you don't let anyone, take it away from you, take away what you believe in, and I'm just trying to think of the word. Sometimes the words disappear. I'm just taking my glasses off and itching my right eye, just so you know why I stop sometimes. There's a situation that might have to come to an end, but don't let pride be the reason. Sometimes pride is the reason because you want to stand for what you believe in. But you know what? It's happening naturally. Something naturally is taking off and happening, taking place. And it's happening for a good reason. Try not to listen to other people so that they don't interfere with your, you need to find the truth by yourself. And I think it's going to happen naturally. I see a lot of money, and I see that you're overcoming money problems and looking more for spiritual wealth. I see some of you are being guided to a new path. There is a spiritual partnership about to take place with someone very special. And this is the time coming now. And when I say now, it's showing to me again November, even though we're doing a reading for May. But it's okay, for some of you, it might start from May all the way to November. And I see that there's going to be so much success. And you'll know that this is it. This is the one. If it's a spiritual relationship, it's like, this is your calling. This is the one. This is what you was meant to be with, perhaps. And it's happening at a time where you're standing strong. You're standing alone, and you're very strong. Some of you will be dealing with situations to do with legal systems. Some of you are dealing with institutions, learning, expanding. Some of you might be dealing with education. Some of you might be dealing with government matters. I do see a lot of clarity is happening, and I see a lot of abundance coming to you, a life filled with abundance in different ways, money and everything else. You're beginning something new, and you're loving it. And I see eternal love. You're meeting a soulmate, someone that you've had incredible past life with. And it's part of your reward. You need to know that. There's so much rewards coming to you, and your rewards are luxury and love, both together. A soulmate or a twin flame. Okay, it could be both. I don't know. It could be a soulmate or a twin flame. But it is someone that is very powerful. They're leaders. They got a position, in a leadership position. They got qualities unlike anyone that you've met before. They change your world completely. They're changing the way you think. They might even heal you. They might change to the point where there's healing. Sometimes you need to step back and just look at everything to understand where you're at and what's happening. Before you move forward, you really need to be facing all the possibilities and being honest with yourself so that you can move forward. And it's then that you are meeting this person that's changing your life and healing you in such an amazing way. You might meet this person after some changes that are taking place. I feel like something's happening in June around your birthday, my dear Gemini. The letter A here, very strong for Alaska. And isn't it amazing? My tongue is itching. That's something that I've never felt that before. Why? What was I saying? Something about June, something about the letter A, yeah? Something June and the letter A for Alaska. And my tongue is itching. It's because of what I'm saying. Something strange, because this hasn't happened to me. All right, let me just now pay attention to the next level. And the next level here is the air energies. I'm seeing very strong air energy. And my dear Gemini, you will do exceptionally well with air. Although your soulmate is fire with earth. Earth number 1 and fire second, but united in one person. Your twin flame is air with earth or air with fire. So I see air energy here and fire. Air energy, Aquarius being very strong. Then there is you, my dear Gemini, with Virgo. Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus, Libra. 3 Gemini, Virgo, 3 Taurus, Libra, and there's 4 Aquarius. Aquarius here very strong. Fire energy, I see Sagittarius and Aries very strong. Leo comes next. Like for the majority, it's Sagittarius and Aries. Then comes Leo. Now the earth energy quite interesting because I got 4 Capricorn, but there is Virgo, Gemini, and there is Taurus, Libra again, which makes it 6 Taurus, Libra, and 6 Virgo, Gemini, which tells me that this is a twin flame. Many of you are going to be dealing with a twin flame. Taurus, Libra is a twin flame. Virgo, Gemini is a twin flame because you got the earth and the air. So many of you are meeting your twin flame. The water energy here that I see, which doesn't go with you at all, my dear Gemini, water and air don't go well together. You need earth and fire. You'll do well with air, but you do need ground. You need earth as a priority. Water energy, number 1, that you're dealing with, the majority of you're dealing with are Pisces and Cancer. You're dealing with Pisces, Cancer, the majority. And I feel maybe that's why you're not happy, because water energies just don't go with air, and you are air energy. Don't be upset with the truth. I have to tell you this, and later you'll find out. But in the meantime, I want you to enjoy your life. You will know that there'll be a lot of miscommunications and wanting different things. That's all, like 2 different people, you know. And then there is Scorpio. But for the majority, it's Pisces first, Cancer, same level. There's 5 Pisces and there's 5 Cancer, and there's 3 Scorpio. As for the Chinese years, we're looking at, first we got the tiger, Chinese year of the tiger, Chinese year of the rabbit, Chinese year of the ox, buffalo, and the monkey. The rat is very strong. These are for the majority. The majority of you will be dealing with these. Second on the line is the dog, Chinese year of the dog, Chinese year of the pig, and Chinese year of the horse. Quite interesting. Now I'm going to go through the messages. I'll just drink some water and I will begin. Bear with me. Uh-oh, my water's not here. And I can't be bothered going and getting it. So I'll do this very quickly. It's all right. Now, my dear Gemini, it says, trials that hurt the heart. Trials that hurt the heart. It's about endings and beginnings. So you might be going through some trials. I did see that all over your cup. There was so many trials and tribulations and adversities and issues that you were having. They will hurt the heart, but they're happening for a reason. Maybe it is to do with that ending that I talked about. Something has to end for something new to start, and there's a lot of learning, and it's a karmic situation where there's a lot of learning. Then comes the twin flame or the soulmate to the rescue. If it's love, relationship, marriage, or even if it's a business situation or even friendship, sometimes they can be governed by these things. So trials that hurt the heart, it's about endings and new beginnings. So something has to end for something to begin. It says, let faith guide you, and let destiny and faith both guide you to the next level. Remember, I said there's a detour in your plans and your travels and the way you're going, like I was doing this, remember, and I hit it over here. I was talking about that. It says, accept challenges. Trust your inner resources. You're very powerful. You might not feel it. You might feel weak sometimes. Maybe because you got used to something that you don't want to go back to the past. You were not happy in the past. But in the future, what's coming is going to be spectacular. Accept the challenges. Trust your inner power. Freedom. Freedom is going to be yours, or you're setting somebody free, but there's freedom. Something about a house or an apartment or a home. Something about a house, something about commitment and rings. Rings are to do with either committing, an intention of promise, promising to extend something, to extend an agreement, to get engaged, to connect. And it's a matter of trust, to do with trust also. The rooster, Chinese year of the rooster is here. You could be meeting someone or dealing with someone that's born the Chinese year of the rooster. Something about a lover. Reconsider. Reconsider this person maybe that you are having as a lover. There could be a lover, and it says reconsider. More information is needed. Maybe it's this rooster that you're meeting with, someone to do with, maybe it's you're dealing with someone that's a rooster. It says rooster, lover, reconsider. More information is needed. Enjoy and be happy, which is good at the ending. Okay, now I'm going to give you all the initials. Now, the more the number of the initial, that means the majority of Gemini are going to be dealing with those people. So I was given 4 times the letter E for elephant, eggs, 4 times the letter Y for yes, 3 times the letter J for Japan, 3 times the letter A for Antarctica. We had A here again. Twice the letter V for victory. Twice the letter N for no. 3 times the letter H for horse. The rest are all 1. one time only. R for Rome, S for sweet, U for umbrella, C for Canada, Charlie, K for kilogram, Q for quails. I was given 3 numbers. Number 2 connected to the Chinese year of the ox or buffalo, connected to someone that's born in February who's either Pisces or Aquarius, connected to major things happening in partnerships from the time you see this cup up to 2 months. So May, June, July, till July. So much happening in relationships, and it's also ultimately about abundance, having an abundant life. The next number is number 6, connected to the Chinese year of the snake, connected to June. Remember, June was twice here. June, your birthday time. So June again. People born in June are yourself, my dear Gemini. But Virgo, Gemini also. Remember, Virgo, Gemini was very strong here. So Gemini, now Virgo, Gemini has become now, 6 times, 7 times. Okay, very important. And it is also to do with Cancer, June. Okay. 6 is about love, healing, due to love, healing from love, healing and spiritual growth, and starting a fresh new life. A lot of spiritual growth, a lot of healing, and a lot of love coming your way from the time you see this all the way to June. The last number here is number 9, connected to the Chinese year of the monkey, connected to people born in September who are Virgo. And remember, not your average Virgo, Virgo Gemini for the 8th time. Virgo Gemini are very strong, which is your twin flame. People born in September are also Libra. So there was one justice scale here. So another one, 2 Libras. But 9 is about one challenge that you will overcome. And then there's a lot of fun and entertainment. And it's exactly what we saw here. Fun entertainment after a challenge that you will overcome. September marks a very special time for you. So does June. June more than September 2026. And from the time you see this cup all the way, or you could be dealing with someone that's Chinese year or the monkey, September, big time, and all the way to September. From the time you see this all the way to September, you will overcome one challenge and have plenty of fun after the challenge. There's so much entertainment and so much fun coming your way. And that's the end of your reading. My dear Gemini, I hope you enjoyed it. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Your feedback about the star signs is very intriguing. If you would share that, the whole community, then we get to understand and get a better perspective as to who these signs are and how do they relate in your life. I hope this coffee cup heals your heart, takes you to the next step, prepares you for what's coming, and gives you all the happiness that you deserve. My best wishes and blessings to all of you. Namaste.